Alright, let's just watch
A
here.
lot of the junglers have been trimmed out as well.
Casey versus Team Secret.
Zhao will be the one locked in. And again,
Zinza with
Ashe,
Trundle out.
Seraphine has been the go-to bot lane for Caliste and Busio. However, with Olaf open, I don't know if they want to
Jace?
take that turn.
It's time for
could be a
Canna
little bit
Jace, no?
frightening, as well as the fact that they don't have the Zhao, which does
Slam it,
also synergize quite well with the Ashe.
Play against Big Pum's Olaf.
They're in danger.
Actually, take Olaf jungle and Jace.
On the other side.
Then I Pum's counter
I
pick.
feel like at the moment, I
Because
just don't
Olaf
really
beats
like the
Zhao
Ashe
anyway.
Seraphine that much. Haven't seen it find all that much success more recently. As the
Where is
Syndra
a random
will
YouTube
be the
stream
pickup
is
here
watching your
for
stream?
kyeahoo.
No, my stream is
Will
being
be a
restreamed
Yike
on
pick
two
here,
channels
will it
right
be
now.
something else?
Olivia and
Because
OP
you could
LOL
also
replay.
take half a bottom lane and get ready to have a bit of extra priority there.
Which is perfectly fine.
Escape the next round of bans.
Well, I'm looking at the bot lane, and
We
they're not necessarily
partners for this
talking
event.
too much. I feel like it is Yike mostly, and with Reaper
Yeah.
right on top
The
of
looming
Yike.
Reaper might
This
might
is
give
going to
something
be
away.
A jungle pick coming through from Yike, the Wukong, of course. One of the very few junglers that remain there in this A tier group of junglers, as the S tier has already been played or
All good, Beckett.
out, and a great combo with Syndra.
So Wukong is locked in.
Yeah, a
No
little
priority
combo
on
now
Jace.
available, but the Caitlyn going to be the choice here for
Caitlyn
Eddie.
Bard is available, which is
Yeah,
huge. But
favorite
Caitlyn
is-
into Syndra specifically.
And
Syndra has good interaction with
See what it is
Kate.
going to be picked alongside.
But this
of,
will be
because
Bard
like you
for
say,
sure,
the
right?
Bard is up and available.
Wow, they drop support,
Instead,
really?
DRA just going to cycle through a few of his
No.
options first.
Pick
And it looks
Bard
like they're
here,
not
right?
too worried about what BA is going to be playing if he is going to lock in
yeah,
an answer
Vex.
to the Syndra.
Vex
I
is really
feel
good.
like when you've got Caitlyn, there's so many amazing pairs.
Unironically,
that
I
are
think
not
Vex
bad
support
or
is not
weak
bad.
at all.
Unironically.
So you will figure something out. Yeah,
This
I mean,
was a favorite, though.
From the Elise to the Karma to the Lux to, if you want to go such one more Ghana as well,
Yeah.
which has not been
I
played ever,
honestly
because
don't
it's
like the
trash,
direction
but,
that
you know,
Riot has taken
it's
with
like
League
she's got
Classic,
pairings,
I'm
the
gonna be
bards
honest.
and everything. Now, this is a very BLG-esque bot lane. That was an Elk and On special.
I am
Of
quite
course,
disappointed
back
with
in
League
BLG
Classic.
when
It's
Elk
not
was
for me.
BLG. So, very aggressive. Great stuff
It's
right here.
just
I do
not
like the
for
Mel
me,
bot
bro.
lane, 'cause you can
You know why
actually
Vex
mirror
support
the
works?
cocoon
Because you don't have to use your
we've
spell
actually
on
seen
the
this as an
wave
answer to the Elise
to
support
contest
quite
push
often,
and waste your
especially
fear, you
used
know?
Over at MSI when we did see the Caitlyn Elise bottom lane quite a few times over there. So the Mel going to be there as an answer. This will be the first time Caliste has played it, I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, at least this year. And so going to be trying his hand if indeed it goes towards the bottom side. It
This is
could
probably a better
theoretically
Vex
be the
support.
Syndra down there as well.
No,
But, I
Caitlyn
guess
pairs,
the same
for example, Vex
applies
Caitlyn would
to
pairs,
that one.
pairs,
Now,
pairs
this is
way
what's
better.
becoming
You can
popular.
harass and
Yeah,
poke a
what's
lot more than
There's
Poppy.
no tankulars on either of those teams, so tanks do become
So
a
Mel
problem.
Mozzarella
Olaf got
into
taken out
Elise
because
Caitlyn.
Casey have
Will we see
way
the
too squishy
Busio?
of carries
Now
or
Jace will be
would
match
pull
banned
her
here for
down.
Team Secret.
But my question here is, what
I
happens
think
to tanks
Casey
teams
made a
like
big
Sante
mistake.
that we
I
have
think
been-
they should
that
have
we
just
have
picked
seen
Jace on
Hunt
3 and
play,
then ban.
over
I don't
to
know
Solar.
why
And
they do
by
this.
Jace ban, I'm thinking they're going
I don't
for
know why they
something
do
a bit
this.
bulkier on the top side right here for TS, which for your demise, that might not mean set.
Ooh, just have to see.
You wanted to see it.
Yeah. The Olaf, though, I think the Olaf was there like saying, we want to play Jace, and so then the Jace is the response. Is the next one going to be a similar
I think
thing?
old school RuneScape did
Final
it perfect.
ban for KC will be
Like
the
they just went back to the
And I
OG
actually really
version,
like that
and then
ban. I
people
think
can
that,
vote on what
the
they want to
Galio syncs up
implement to the
really,
game.
really well with this composition, so not going to have access to that.
They kept it as clean as possible.
I was about to say that Vayne is the ban here. There is there is a big what is it? Big screen outside of the arena. I think that says.
Yeah, I genuinely
Caliste
think
is
that
not,
Casey,
Caliste is
I guess
the
they can
best
last pick
ADC,
top and
not
maybe
in
look
the
for a
world,
Jax
not in
angle,
LEC,
something like
not
this.
even in KC, because Canna is.
Oh.
They're just trying to big up Canna play.
And are we going for Pyke? I think Pyke is dangerous. By the way, I know the T1 smurfed on Mel Pyke, but I think it's really fake, by the way. I think Elise Caitlyn is good against Pyke. I think it's hard to play Pyke into Elise Caitlyn. I think it's giga fake.
That classic Mel Pyke towards the bottom side of the map. A dangerous matchup. I actually feel like our eyes are going to be glued to the bottom lane at the start of this one, because there could be explosions down there.
Like, you get
you were
cocooned
saying,
into
I
trap
also
and you
don't
one-shot,
think that
by the
I'm
way.
going to be getting my
Pyke
set
has lost so
because
much
it's only
armor.
used as a counter pick. That's a Sylas, though. There are some fun
Syla
ultimates
Lila.
to be picked up here. Death from below
Pyke
is
ultimate on
definitely
Sylas is a
one.
good time.
And so that is likely
But
what
all the other
Derry
would
is
suck
going to be
balls,
playing. And
I'm gonna be
now
honest.
Pun has to blind pick towards that top side into Canna. Yeah, tough ask.
Yeah, I think you might have to take one for the team and maybe lock something in like a Sante to be that front line. or Mundo, anything that's like super bulky and can extend fights, because KC are super squishy and they've got a lot of burst, but they cannot kill something like a Canna. And this is the most annoying pick they could have gone for.
Man, that is a lot of fun. Busio going to hover the Vayne, or maybe even lock it in.
Udyr, bro. Where the hell did Udyr come from?
Would like to. What are the counter picks to Udyr these days?
One of your ex-casters will be very happy somewhere out there in the world. I'm talking about Elise.
Oh, yeah?
He loves Udyr top.
He does.
Does he love Udyr top? I thought he likes Udyr jungle.
He's more of an own jungler guy.
All right, noodle fight.
This is okay. That's
Yone into Udyr.
We actually
Alright.
no. Busio just goes back to his
Busio's
original
us.
hover
Right.
and is gonna lock in the Vayne
Okay.
for Canna.
Canna is the best AD carry on KC because she's the only one in this draft.
That is very true. Unless Caliste is
Last
gonna
time
be
Canna
playing,
played
we
this
have
champion, he
Mel
got solo
I will
boloed
say
by an
this
R.
is a very
Was kinda ugly.
squishy composition coming through from the side
Really
of
ugly.
KC. However, the damage output from every single
I don't know what to think about
champion,
draft here, guys.
even their support
I don't understand
is
how we ended up
crazy.
on Udyr
so
top.
If Eddie slightly mispositions on that Caitlyn,
I don't know what
he's
happened with Udyr.
100% dead.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried for both sides, to be honest. I think as soon as someone gets a lead, it's going to be so difficult to get back into this game. As there is going to be the swap. Yahoo is going to be playing that Syndra in the mid lane. Dire going to have to be a little bit careful. Because
sure.
I think laning into the Syndra as a melee just sounds like an absolutely horrible experience. But after he
Not
does
sure what to
get
think
a
about
few
Udyr,
levels,
guys.
he's going to be feeling better.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like Sylas when he gets more survivability kind of ultimates on him, or gap closing ultimates like
I don't know. I don't trust. I don't trust B and Eddie to be consistent in bot lane. So, like, if Kate and Elise win lane, I think they can win the game. But if they lose the lane, I think it's just over. So bot lane decides.
Necessarily be able to stay alive longer in those fights. Sure, the champion has inherited.
And usually Sylas players, they don't know
but
at
a
all
simple
how
anti-heal
to
item is going
use.
to negate a lot of that,
They
right?
don't know at all how
Without
to use
survivability
Pyke
from,
ult,
like
bro.
a Mundo
If I'm
ult
gonna be
or
honest.
an Alistair ult. Makes it pretty tough in those fights, especially since KC have so much damage.
They really do. And this Mel Syndra combo means that someone is just going to die real quickly. But now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to get onto the rift for the final game of the series. Who is going home first? That is what we're going to discover here. Is it going to be KC on their home turf, or will it be Team Secret? As the Caitlyn Elise versus the Mel Pyke in this bottom lane.
I don't think I can play any games until my new mouse arrives.
Able to keep this
Maybe I need to try to plug it in a different slot.
Will Caitlyn just get that shove? Will they find that combo? That has worked so well as we go into sepia mode once again for a couple of moments. As Pun is just walking at Yike. And Yike is just.
Alright, Big Pun is just fucking dominating the jungle. I respect it.
Really annoying.
So
Brilliant.
annoying for Yike as well, because there is Udyr has no job right now. Vayne is fully controlling how this first go. So his only job is to piss
Nice.
Yike off.
Well, it's working.
Nice, Udyr is just not laning top. Vayne is fast pushing, and I think Pun. Alright, I kinda like it. Holy Whipple's in the chat. If you can't lane, don't lane. Base.
Yeah, this is sort of Cyan tactic as the first raccoon.
I respect it.
Going to miss. So TS are throwing things, seeing what sticks down that bot lane.
Can't lane, won't lane.
This is not going to be a very fun game on the top side for Team Secret. They're basically stalling out through mid and top, and then allowing probably bot lane to get ahead. This is why you also see Zhao pathing from the top side of the map to the bot side of the map. However, Wukong can be a bit disruptive right here once he hits that level 3, since he has been forced to use bot control.
They're going to be moving back towards Busio now as Yike is in this brush. I think BA knows.
BA, bro, is going on journeys, bro. He wants to do what Udyr did. He's jealous.
He is able to back away. And Eddie going for a little bit of a cheater recall here as well, as he does get that wave shoved underneath.
How you doing, my boy? Whip. Are you in Brazil already?
On his red buff, Busio now moving over to pay a little bit of a visit towards this Sylas. It's become a little worse for wear. Taking quite a few dark
Scrimming
spears.
soon. Come on now. All right.
Busio isn't going to show himself.
Life's good. How are you, bro? I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
That he had the ability to
Doing some remote work with C9. It's fun. It's fun.
So does D-Ray.
I get to keep doing my co-streams and busy as always, but busy is good.
It's literally right in front of Yahoo's tower. which means that Dire had to take the teleport of Shane back to base to fill up his HP bar and get back there again, which gave kyeahoo the time to completely shove the wave.
Oh, Hanzo! Thank you very much for the 10 gift South Hanzo for 20. I love you, man. Appreciate you.
Tries his best to equalize, but it is not exactly
Thank you, Chief.
at this point in time. About a wave behind on this Sylas as things are equalizing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Trying to use that.
I see an Udyr, yeah. You're seeing an Udyr. An Udyr blind.
To help this Udyr. Nice
that got counterpicked by a Vayne.
Around this mid lane momentarily. Yeah, following Busio as he looks to roam towards that top side as well as Hizto getting on in here. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a scuffle over.
The whole game is about chickens.
Like KC will just let that
There's a massive chicken gap. kyeahoo kidnaps one chicken. Bro, this is so buggy, bro, because the big chicken is gone.
What has forced
Eddie?
what's happening right now as Caliste is going to run away.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage out of Eddie, though, as he...
Okay. Hakuna Matata. Canna, you can't die to this. Canna?
As first blood goes to the Elise.
No way. The wave is frozen, too.
They knew that this Elise is sort of...
But they knew. He knew. He knew.
Out, so this Elise would be around no matter
Elise Navidad on Busio now. Dire connects. Nice stun from kyeahoo. Oh!
He's able to lock down the kill, and now Eddie.
9.
Caliste for level 6. That was a very dead Caitlyn, but this time around.
What is Casey doing?
As Hizto is looking for kyeahoo. The flash
what are they doing?
3 talent strike, only one more there, but the flash away will get him to the safety.
Yo, Whippo, I was calling Big Pun the Vietnamese Whippo earlier, bro. Bro is playing Urgot. He's playing Volibear. He's playing Olaf. He's just playing all the Whippo classics, bro.
The most important flash of the
I don't know. Canna dying in that spot when he knew enemy invaded. He just needed to wait. He needed to maybe ward Pixel on the timer where they showed on Raptor. This swap is interestingly timed, you know. Like Udyr can clear the bot wave and he's a tanky boy while Vayne can easily die.
Here towards this top side of the map for the minute with not too many bad guys in the area.
And look on the minimap right now.
Yeah, they are moving up there, looking for a little bit of an angle. And in the bottom lane, we've got the Udyr just back in a horrible position. It just doesn't seem like anywhere.
It's a great swap.
The good old Udyr in this game.
Yike and Busio want to match, but look at Hizto, bro. He has 2 camps to clear. He's going to be super far ahead. No flash on Eddie Bamalam because he went for the solo ball angle. And Eddie gets connected on. Oh, Pyke's flash.
But the silver bolts stack up. This Elise does have to go home. But that's exactly what we just said. You can no push a Caitlyn without flash.
Udyr's chilling bot lane.
Does not give you enough vision.
But if Caitlyn has no flash, if Pyke wants to, he can always kill her.
He doesn't care if you see him or not. Has the flash, locks down the Caitlyn, and now this is a very, very sad Caitlyn. She needs to be hit in towers, and it's not quite the case. That was the one lane from Team Secret that's supposed to be doing well. Yeah, let's have a look at this from Busio's perspective. This double stun after the flash, absolutely gorgeous here from the Pyke. Gets the Q as well, really nicely done.
Emco is throwing as well? Nah, there's no way. They have the biggest draft cap ever. They cannot throw. It's impossible.
From earlier, and just hopes he can cash it out at some point, because this Caitlyn is one of the few damage dealers that this team has.
Legitimately impossible.
Does still have a slight lead. So not going to be feeling too worried, obviously, from that plate from earlier. There's a nice little dash away here from Dire, but the Bone Skewer is going to connect. Man, Busio having a much better performance this time around, and that is going to be Dire.
Ah, this is way too dry. This,
and will be taken out.
It's so dry.
Going to try and answer with a Drake take.
Come on.
I don't know whether that's really going
so dry.
The kills are equalized, and the gold now
You're past the middle point when your jungle's hitting Drake, and it isn't in river, bro. Come on, lads.
Shuts him down on the Pyke. What a great performance so far. He's been putting a lot of
You're
pressure
better than this, Team Secret.
The
We also wasted the best ult we have in the game. Stealing Pyke ult into sending it to the void. Because every other ult is pretty damn useless here, bro. Some of the worst Sylas ults I've ever seen, you know? Like, all of the ults are extremely conditional. Like,
and no one really paying them too much attention, as Pun just desperately trying to pick up whatever he can find. He will like, he's got his Warden's Mail, you know, and he is building slowly towards enough armor to be able to exist in a lane.
Oh, he's getting bodied? But how on earth is Udyr going to ever kill a Vayne, bro? Vayne needs to literally, like, have her electricity plugged out. Alright, W, empower it. No, he doesn't get it! Oh! I guess it's the E empower that gives you CC immunity? Rip Bozo, bro. He could have just TP'd on the tower and maybe it would have been fine, you know? It's empower E that makes him unstoppable, I guess. W just gives you a fatty shield.
It's going to be very problematic to deal with all of them, because they all do damage. So even if you kill one, there'll be someone else to take over.
It's a scary snowball.
I don't know.
Yeah, he could have.
That's where Udyr is supposed to get his value, you know? That's supposed to be where he gets his value's worth, and then you win, you know? But I think this game, Casey is just gonna outscale now. I think Caitlyn and Elise didn't do enough, and I think their champs are just really useless. Like Vayne is gonna just 1v9 this. Caitlyn and Elise needed to win the lane really hard, I think.
To either invade, get more gold in the pocket, or
that's an unleashed power. Not quite enough damage behind it just yet. But Dire just, he gets the message.
kyeahoo is 20 CS up so far, and it's only been 9 minutes in this game.
Yeah. It's not a whole lot of fun here for the Sylas.
Don't look top.
And does it get better? You know,
Koi throw, unbelievable.
Sure
with that draft.
Just not paying attention to that 30 CS lead that has been built up by Canna. And Casey, this is exactly what this composition wants to be doing, right?
With that draft.
Dominate, you've managed to pick all of these winning lanes.
9.
And
they've shut down
working
Caitlyn.
out for now. I just don't know, like, obviously Team Secret, they have a plan. And right now, the plan isn't working.
I'm not sure what the plan is so far.
No, neither am I, but it's a secret.
Very fitting to the brand.
We might find out later. I don't think this is part of the plan.
No.
As what goes up must come down.
Yeah, this game is over, guys.
Definitely did.
This game is actually over.
Yeah, this is kind of rough from Team Secret, and a great start.
We're going to find out the plan eventually.
AD, a bit too far forward. Oh, all right, Cupcake. Yum. But Busio's fine. It's a 1v2 for the time being.
It is completely outskilled, guys.
To crush the wave under the tower. I feel like Team Secret are playing a little bit disrespectful right here, especially knowing how strong Busio is currently with his Swifties, being able to get around the map much quicker than before. Yike has always been behind him as well. Those have been pairing up really nicely, and Caliste might be playing for the time being with a little bit not much support, as Yike cancels that back the second he sees BA walk into this bush.
Yeah. And now be rechanneling it. We'll see whether he does.
I got spotted by on vision.
There is the snare going on out. Caliste not going to get hit by much, but does now have that on cooldown, and there is the Q out as
I think Team Secret really misplayed this. They spotted Pyke top and reacted too slow to attack his Mel. Eddie went so far back, he wasn't in position to hit on Cocoon. Like,
maybe it'll remain a secret, the win condition here.
I don't even blame them. They have to do something. It's an Elise.
Yeah.
This champion is nothing in the late game, sorry, but a Cocoon. And this Cocoon has to land. And let me remind you, there's a Mel in the game.
Yeah.
You might eat that Cocoon in your face.
You need to worry about that rebuttal. As we are in a pause one more time, still not entirely sure what has happened here, but we'll make sure that we resolve it as soon as possible. Let's have a look at this one more time from Yike's perspective.
Yeah, Yike has always been behind Busio, and when Busio's not there to cover for Caliste.
And it's a little bit of a peripheral situation. Sorry for the interruption, but yeah, a little bit of a mouse issue here. So we are going to resolve that as soon as possible, and then we should be back in. I have a feeling that it's a little bit of a unplug one and put a new one back in, and then we should be.
You tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, that's my theory. That's from my IT experience from my previous life.
Do you think it was the water bottle that did the harm?
I hope not.
Oh, I'm seeing...
Yeah, did you see that?
A
big
seen some
mouse movement.
oh, no, we've seen some cleaning happening as well.
Ah, I thought that was the big mouse movement.
Was
I
it?
guess it's not an FPS
Maybe
situation.
Maybe you're
All
right,
right.
because I think we're going back in.
Ah, there you go.
OWC 3 games with Grubby.
Wipe of the mouse pad, and then everything is.
The bottle is still there, though. I see, right next to Yahoo.
That bottle is really bothering you, isn't it?
Just worried for it falling and then the whole desk full of water, you know? It's happened so many times.
We need to get a ref to move it just for you. As all right, there's
Fine,
the
I can't
death
see
from
it now.
below. Fury does manage to at least hijack that one. Is that the best ulti that he can get? Probably a Cyclone feels the best.
I
For the
would
Sylas.
say anything with CC, Sylas won't be able to stick to the targets, and even like he is kind of mobile, more extra
Whoa,
stick
sound bug.
ability
Whoa.
is great.
Whoa. That's on their end, not on my end,
That's
guys.
what I was just thinking about. I'm like, I guess you can chase people a bit better.
Unless you could use her
Alright, we're
Q
back.
as well.
No, but like, don't you get a little bit more like approach speed from her ult, or does it actually just buff up the passive that Vayne already has?
Is it really that great?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if it does anything at all. Because yeah, you cannot tumble, so going invisible isn't really a thing that.
I'm thinking Pyke ult if he wants to get extra damage.
Yeah.
Or potentially the Wukong would be great ult right there. As
Wukong ult is also very uninteresting on Sylas because
quite a bit more.
it's like the ratios are really bad and you don't get the double value ult because you have no clone, you know.
Any Force champion that completes this item on time and it's just 13 minutes into the game becomes a little mini boss for the time being. And luckily right here for TS, they are first to the play. They have set down their vision. So KC, they'll put their hands up for this time and say, it's fine, we don't have to contest that. We'll contest the next one, or we'll contest the top lane.
Yep, I think
It's
contesting
fun
the
to
next
play
one will
Udyr.
be a good idea because Hextech Soul is
Wukong can't kill him.
People top.
And Pun is just wondering why.
It would be
he
hilarious
is
if Team
getting
Secret,
abused
like
so
Vietnam
much
is just
in
better
this
than
game.
EU them.
No, it might be because
Straight
of
up.
Udyr.
Maybe. And that was always going to be a bit of a difficulty. Oh dear. Poor Pun. He has always really liked Udyr. I think even when he was over in the Casper Cup playing for Vietnam, I think he played this champion quite a few times off meta. It was a top laner for quite a moment, but hasn't been around for a while. Still, he likes it. He's going to be moving towards the bottom side because he saw that there was no bad guys down there. As Caliste with that Solar Snare is not going to connect onto Eddie. And biding their time, Team Secret for now, but I think they're going to need a lot of it. As you can see, there is not much of a gold lead for anyone outside of one gold advantage for the Elise.
That's great, man. You need the Elise to not fall behind because she becomes target number one for Casey. I think she still is target number one, no matter what, whether she's ahead or behind. You did see BA sort of walk up and down that topside river trying to set down some vision. The next neutral take is for 30 seconds, and it is spawning on the top side of that river. So they want to be able to get some vision in case they might want to contest or make a play, or at least keep their Caitlyn safe, who's now been set on the shortest lane of the map, which is that mid lane since his flashless.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, things calming down. Probably bodes well for Team Secret as the Condemn is going to throw Pun away from the ward for a few moments, but he does manage to take it down in the end.
Okay, Sylas with some kind of a play here, but can they even kill him, bro? I think Canna 1v2s, straight up.
Decorated with damage. There's the flash forward.
Doesn't he 1v2?
Get the mini stun, but there's the ulti out of Canna. He's being so frustrating. The Condemn's not
Canna
enough
played it as
to
bad
manage
as he
to get
could,
the
bro.
kill.
Why are we hitting
And
the
now
Udyr?
Tyre is looking for the angle. He's going to need to connect it as he flashes forward to lock down the kill. Still the death from below. From
Canna.
Busio is going to be out of
Why is
hands
Canna
as
not hitting?
Hizto diving forward. Eddie
Why is Canna not
finding the
hitting
shot
Sylas?
As the rebuttal doesn't quite do it. There's the shutdown. As at least he's traded back immediately. Now Yike fighting against Hizto, and BA just lights the monkey
KC,
on
question
fire
mark.
and takes
Canna played
him
that as
down.
bad
I
as he
think
could,
that was a
honestly.
winning trade in the end.
He
Good
exhausts the
Team Secret.
Udyr and tries to find lethal on Udyr instead of hitting the Sylas and exhausting all the damage. And then we have this 2v2 on mid here.
That's going to get her
Oy,
closer
oy, oy.
to that second item. A bunch of tower platings mid. So again, we're seeing finally that action from Team Secret.
Well, at least if KC and MKoy both lose today, at least MKoy fans can say we won in football. Like, at least you have that, bro.
Flash ult from Hizto just to push Caliste further towards that Caitlyn.
Yeah, like playing Xin Sin in the mid lane. getting what looked like a kick flash with that Crescent Guard.
You know, Koi's draft doesn't even get outskilled, you know, their draft is just nuts across the whole board.
But we could maybe try and figure something out. As Dire and Canna fighting one another, and Pun was probably like, Dire, can you please take care of this Vayne situation for me? And has been able to get a little bit of respite, although he is right now just running up the river to help Hizto out with Shelly, who should
Casey gonna throw this game?
17
No
minutes
way,
here
right?
for Team Secret.
Team Secret have
It's kind of just gonna like completely botch it.
3 Void Grabs, 2 Dragons, the Herald right here as well.
Is Eddie just gonna lock in and smurf it?
2 members of KC as they try and take down this tower.
Guys, later, which games should we watch? D+ versus Furia or Lion versus MIBR?
His way in towards the top side, but they do manage
Lows.
to grab that plate. And so a little bit more money into the coffers here for Team Secret.
None of the 2 wants to play into the Vayne.
A lot of Lion in the chat.
I don't mind the idea. I think it
What is that
works.
choice?
He's like, listen, we both suck at this game.
bro.
Let's hold hands and do it together.
Yeah, one of you annoy him while I get some CS. Well, we do have 35 seconds until this Hextech
We're watching Lion, I guess.
spawns. Would be Soul Point for Team Secret if they can get there, but right now KC kind of overloading this bottom side. They have a lot of vision available. This is going to be a tough dragon to lock down for Team Secret. I imagine KC stopping this dragon stacking is going to be a very big deal.
They are circling Pun. The tower is really low. They're looking for a dive.
Leech power comes down. It's going to be a free stun from the scat of the week as Yike
Big
finishes
Pun.
off the turret and then
Donation.
finishes off the
7
kill
out the gold.
alongside Busio. Yeah, Pun just really short end of the stick.
Fumble there. Pun knows that KC's playing towards the bolt side of the map, especially with Dragon spawning. So he walks up to a tower that is literally 3 autos from dying. Nice poke right there from Eddie. And Team Secret, they look like they just want to play
Jeez,
this.
Pyke is getting one shot, bro. Like, Skate was at 500.
50%. Dire moving in. Caliste looking a little worse for wear as the Solar Snare does go
Syndra
wide.
on the flank.
Does find a nice stun there onto
Syndra
Eddie.
cocooned.
And
Oh,
there's
he
the
walked into a
rebound.
trap.
Oh,
Syndra walked into a
found the
trap.
Cyclone as well as they shut
Nine.
down Syndra. And the Crescent Guard is gorgeous.
Oh,
The Drake
it went
is
to 1
stolen
HP.
away by
Guys, the
Yike
Drake went
at
1 HP after the smite
HP
combo.
though, and that denies that soul point
That's
that
insane,
Team
bro.
Secret desperately wanted.
It's not a 50-50.
Guys,
if
Syndra
Yike
walked
is
into a
in the
trap.
pit.
It was off
He's
your screen.
incredible with his smites and a huge smite right here
My
to
lord.
save KC from gifting over soul point to Team Secret. And that was best case scenario, I feel like, right here for Team Secret, only losing their Sylas in a 4 versus 5. Really nice engage to create space right here from Dire. Will steal the Wukong ult.
Look at that.
A fantastic Zika long chain onto the Wukong and basically creates a bit of nuisance between
Drake went
the
to
Dragon
1 HP,
and
guys.
KC.
1 HP.
Going to be enough against the Sylas is
That's
not
what Tilt is made
very
of, bro.
tanky, as he doesn't have any ult
That's right
to
there is what
help
Tilt is
him
made of.
survive further. So once he's in, he's most likely gonna go down.
Yeah, this is the thing. Oftentimes you see it picked into, you were
Alistar.
mentioning this earlier, the Alistair is the best one, but the Xin Zhao is another good option. They've got that one on their team this time. And so there aren't really those phenomenal options, but the Cyclone looked pretty good to me. So maybe he can utilize that moving further forward. As the Baron is going to be welcomed to the Rift here at 20 minutes. And 3.5 will be that next Dragon. Another opportunity here for Team Secret to try and grab that soul point. But it's a 3,000 gold lead now. Shrunk a little bit by this turret going down by Dire. And KC, I think, still with a lot of control here this game.
And a reminder that Canna has majority of the gold lead, if not almost all of it.
Whoa,
The
whoa,
gap
whoa,
closed there, but
whoa,
Busio
whoa.
just explodes.
It was great until it wasn't.
That was it looked a bit like a donation.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, I miss him. He's gone now. He'll be back in a few seconds' time, though. 10 seconds until Busio is back available once again. And I think he thought that there was a Caitlyn there, didn't quite know
There was a
that there
Caitlyn
was
there.
a cocoon-wielding Elise alongside her.
There was a Caitlyn there, though. He was right, Pierre.
My lord, MCore just got ace.
Yeah, going to take it right through the uprights there, but Clone does come down from Yike. And Team Secret not able to find any kills, but they do have control of this bot lane outer turret. Dire and Pun doing a decent job trying to eliminate a whole bunch of plates, but one of
they
them
just
is
lost
still
with
remaining.
Giga draft gap against Giga by Marines. Jesus Christ.
And just letting your other two lanes bleed.
No way. No
Yeah,
way.
the Bash brothers, though, are
No
moving
way.
towards Yahoo here, who's desperately trying to run away. The flash forward from Pun. Not sure about that one.
They lost mid, top, and their minds.
And the flash from the Udyr.
That was the consequence of losing his mind.
Aha.
Jesus Christ.
Flash in his mind.
They could have just hit the Nexus, by the way. Like, they could have ended, I think.
You can catch that Syndra.
That's so cursed.
Since who was piecing out way before that TP landed. And he's back, just to trigger them a little bit more.
That is
Pushing out
hilarious.
yet another wave, and I feel like KC are in a pretty good spot right here. Your Vayne's ahead, your Syndra's ahead, you have 101 stacks, you've got 3 almost items onto Caliste on that Mel. And that Caitlyn has not taken off. She's not hit any turret platings. If anything, it's been Udyr and Sylas holding hands.
Honestly,
trying to get
guys,
some of
MCoy's
those
draft is
towers
amazing
chipped
in that
off.
game.
And Eddie, unlike the previous game, he's been starting
Alright.
here.
He is, I mean,
I don't know. KC are so lucky as well. They are so lucky. Like, both of these teams, both MCoy and KC have been insanely lucky. Hizto miscalculated smite by 1 damage, otherwise they won soul point now. MCoy were in a situation where the enemy could have ended, and also they rolled Hextech Soul.
It's not the end of the world, though,
Hey,
right? Like, the gold
2.6K
lead
is
is,
fine.
yeah, 2.6k, not the end of the world. But KC,
Unbelievable.
I think they should be able to take control of this dragon area, and the problem is they're heading towards a 4-stack Hextech Soul.
Alright, stun onto Pun.
Pun is somewhat tanky, but from what
He's
I'm
just
seeing
a
here,
walking
maybe
ward,
not
honestly,
tanky
Pun.
enough, as he does look to get himself out of here. Does have his protoplasm harness, as well as
Honestly, I can't see a world where KC's draft loses, no.
The team doesn't really care about it.
There's too many useless champs on
Team Secret just gonna
on
be
Team
pushed
Secret,
away
bro.
from this Drake.
They have
20
Elise,
seconds until that one
Udyr.
spawns. You're gonna have to
Elise,
find
Udyr,
out how to get back
Sylas
here.
with no ults.
As okay, let's have
Alright.
this from Yike's perspective.
What is Wukong gonna do?
As Win
Is
becomes
this a
lightning,
spoiler? Let's see if it's a
Wukong
spoiler.
still waiting for an angle.
Low-key kind of annoying if it's a spoiler.
Team Secret off to
Okay,
the
it's not a
side.
spoiler. They don't know. They don't know.
There.
Alright, that's good actually.
Sylas yet again.
That's actually great.
Trying to find a window
Now we
back
know
in
it's not a
here. Still
spoiler.
doesn't
It's
have
not
that
like some
flash
prediction.
available.
They're actually predicting.
Syndra earlier on. And it
Canna
looks like
used
Team
ult.
Secrets are going to give this one away.
They're going for the Baron. They're threatening something. They have to threaten something on the map.
Caitlyn
The only
doesn't
thing
have
they
enough
can is
DPS,
this
but she has
Baron.
2.5 items.
He's playing guard dog yet again onto
Big
this
fun.
warrior, not allowing KC to walk into this
Oh.
river.
Once
Oh.
again, we're going to have a look at Yike.
Oh.
What he's going to do here is, oh my
Oh.
goodness, the Unleashed Power is going to be able to take him down.
Oh.
The Cyclone is gorgeous here, but not going to be enough to grab that kill just yet. And Team Secret going to have to forego this dragon, and they are not taking a Baron.
This is disappointment of a
Pun
game.
thought he was it, but it's 5 members of KC
I
dealing
think that's game.
very mixed variants of damage on him. And he
I really
doesn't
think that's
quite
game.
have enough defenses versus AP or AD for the time being. He has to split it up.
All right, and you know, it looked not great, right? They lose their top laner, but 2 Drakes to 2, right, is the response. It's not over just yet.
Don't
And I
look
mean,
top.
obviously, right?
Don't
because
look
both
top.
Nexuses are alive.
All right, now you can't look top because we're looking at the replay. So
There you go.
let's go through this again. Pun thought
Big
he was
stun.
the guy he thought he was. However, KC,
Yahoo, best player in KC.
Sylas is not even here.
By far.
It's a 4v5. Engage.
Cute flash from Eddie, though, got him out of the way. So did still have to use the flash. Now has his rapid fire cannon done, but when a Caitlyn is sort of behind the clock, can feel a little bit rough. Just feel like you're shooting with a pea shooter instead of a sniper rifle. Canna with the most damage in the game so far, having been...
Oh, it's crazy. There's so much friction in this game. I feel like Casey's draft is so much better,
Everyone
bro.
in KC does damage,
They
therefore
can deal with
all
Caitlyn
of them are
easily, and
very,
no one
very
else has
squishy.
carry
You get hit
potential.
by
Like,
a
everyone's
headshot,
so
you get hit
useless.
by a QE combo, then you will be chunked down more than 50% of your HP bar. Maybe not for Wukong, but for everyone else, I think this sounds true. So if they can find an angle where the Caitlyn actually connects with other champions, then this could be it. But Pun running away again. This time it's a bait. BA's behind.
Yeah. Gonna make his way in. Great. Cocoon is going to connect.
Can he one-shot him?
Busio likely in trouble one more time.
All
As
right.
what goes up does come down, and this time it's right on top
Canna.
of the Pyke.
Be with the flash.
Somehow surviving there as, man, Canna does a lot of damage with 2.5 items complete on this Vayne, but not enough to even out the trade.
Doesn't do anything though. There's no neutral objective. Mid lane has been pushed again by Caliste. Those minions are dying under tower. So KC are really milking the time that TS are trying to play super aggro. They're sacrificing the support.
They're actually losing with
They're
Hex
getting so
Exo.
much on the map by pushing constantly waves that no one soaks from TS.
MCoy just lost with Hex
Trying to do
Exo,
it here
guys.
towards the top side, but like you were saying, I mean, that
I'm sorry to
advantage for the
spoil
Syndra
it
is still
for
there.
anyone
Let's
that
have a
planned
look
to
at this one
watch
more
that
time.
shit.
Finds a really nice.
But they just lost
Yeah,
with Hex
uses the E
Exo.
as well to land straight onto the
That's
Pyke.
unbelievable.
The flashes after he flashes after the last auto attack has landed on him, which
Yeah.
could have been his last.
I mean, honestly, I was pretty
That
scared.
is
So I would
unbelievable.
definitely flashed in that moment as well. Canna was doing a whole bunch of damage. And now KC back out onto the map once again.
My
Busio
lord.
Not going to be perturbed as he flashes and hits a
As
spider.
a C9 coach, you know something about it.
That's a really cool
Didn't
thing
happen under
about
my watch.
the Elise versus the Pyke. You've got the extra bodies. Same thing as in the Fury.
Yep.
Get
They
away
lost
from,
with that draft,
Pyke
by the
and
way.
TS again playing a bit aggro in this river. They've got 2 items on their Sylas as well. So they're feeling pretty confident to take the 5 versus 5. However, Udyr's down bot lane. Does have TP to join if
Anna's
needs be.
prio.
I do think that if Pun's not there and kyeahoo are not there, that's probably better for TS.
That's right.
Because, yeah, Pun has not exactly
Would be
had the
hilarious
most
in
fun
case
so
he
far
lost.
this game. Currently 2,000 gold
But I
behind.
sincerely
The biggest
doubt
gold
it, like,
lead
the game
is
state
on
is so
Canna right
good.
now. And KC will be able to utilize that in order to build this advantage ever further. They're playing this one very slowly, though, and very respectfully, understanding that they are certainly against the ropes here. Any kind of mistake, things could really get bad fast.
I feel like they're playing for Wukong's GA, and then they can more freely engage with Yike. He might have it right now after the Krugs. He had those 2 items
They
for
should
a very long
disband.
time. There you go, GA completed, and I feel like now they can play with a little bit more ease, because even if he overextends, he at least gets into the GA stasis, and then his teammates can bail him out with sheer amount of damage that all of them do, that we talked about over and over again. And now it's a
Dom is already on it.
about
Imagine
extra.
losing with
It's
Hex
so
Exo.
good somehow for both of these teams, as it's 2 apiece. And I do not see Team Secret walking down bot lane trying to get some sort of vision in this river.
It's going to be so hard. As like you were saying, like it feels like a death sentence for anyone who walks into any
Dom
bush,
knows.
if it's occupied by KC. And yeah, Pun tried and showed
At the
everyone
Baron,
that
yeah.
indeed it's just horrible. He was already looking a little worse for wear though at that time. Canna pushes out this wave. Does have his Fiend
EU
Hunter bolts
humiliation,
there as well.
bro,
I
like-
love that lore accurate
I'm just
purchase.
NA, bro.
'Cause
I'm
they
just
can
NA.
Crossbows, hand crossbows and stuff like that as Busio gets himself into the Dragon Pit. Hex Tech
It is what it is, bro.
taken here by
Those
Pun.
tiers just get outscared. They are already
Great
outscared, bro.
Busio. There's the ace in the hole.
They have,
A
like,
lot of damage.
completely brick
Halves his
champions,
health
bro.
bar. Busio's health bar is not very large to begin with, as he is Pyke, but still Pun taking a
If
huge
it
chunk
was
of
like
kyeahoo.
chess pieces, bro,
The damage
then
potential
like
and the
Vayne is a
damage
queen,
potential on KC
Elise is a
always
pawn,
equally
Udyr is a
high.
pawn.
There's the flash from Pun. Okay, let's see whether they can actually find an angle.
And
as
look what can
Canna,
Udyr do,
he
bro?
kinda likes his odds as he looks
This is a
for
walking
it, but
block
there
of
is
meat.
going to be
Pyke with the
lockdown.
reset.
Busio grabs that kill
Misses
in the
ult
end,
again.
as Yike is immediately
Canna
out
went a
of
little
the
bit
GA.
deep, but the
Canna
E-flash was
running
nice.
finds Eddie with Caliste's help, and in fact,
Big
he
Pun
grabs
just
the
walking
double
at the
as
enemy
down
team,
goes
bro. He
Zin
did
as well.
57
And
damage,
that's
bro.
why the GA was so huge.
Was that his
Yike
Storm
can
Mill
play
doing
as
damage or what?
aggressive as he
I don't
wants,
think he has
play as
Storm Mill.
silly as he wants, over-aggress in these types of situations, and then get out. I think KC is just straight up looking for the end.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take down this inhibitor turret at least.
I don't think Pun is that. He's had a
That
bad
will put
tournament
so
by
much
his standards
pressure
from what we
here
saw at the
onto
Versailles,
Team
but
Secret, 6,000
what is
gold
why is he
lead.
playing Udyr? That's the
And
bigger
you're
question,
right, looks
bro.
like they're not stopping.
Who's
at
playing
least for
Udyr?
the moment. Busio going to be catching up to the rest
This was-
of the players here.
He's playing
As
Udyr
Kyeahoo
against
just
Vayne.
desperately trying to clear out the wave. Dire goes golden. Does still have that death from
Oh,
below. He's
Dire
gonna have to
Penta
use
with
it
Pyke or
pretty
what?
quickly. Let's see whether he finds
Oh,
the angle. He
doesn't
does
get
not,
it.
as he's locked down by the
GG.
Syndra. BA Dire has no health bar to speak of. Scatter the Weak is fantastic.
Holy Udyr chases them away. He strikes fear into the enemies.
They take some gates to get themselves out.
Hizto wants it.
Yeah, obviously Hizto is going to be following here.
Good kyeahoo.
Will be the end of the
Ace in the
Syndra.
hole.
As Pun wants to be able to stop them from making their way out. This might actually be Soul Point going over to Team Secret for some crazy
Here comes
reason.
Yike.
And these Nexus turrets, at least they will
Yike.
respawn, but unfortunately maybe not fast enough here for Team Secret. As yeah, this damage is kind of ludicrous.
Okay.
In goes
Wait, is
Hizto,
Casey
there's
throwing the whole game?
guard. Maybe that's going to be enough to keep him alive for a little moment here. As Yike going aggressive. Caliste is able to take down Pun. Man, top goes the Udyr. And KC back on the front foot once again.
And TS cannot do the Dragon now. They've just lost their front line, so they cannot enter Fog of War with Yike. And Pyke
Udyr
is
is
still
so
there
useless.
from Busio.
What has Udyr's damage done in this game? Like
yet again.
2,000?
And the reason why Pyke stayed behind was Busio tried to find maybe cancelling some teleports from the set of TS, but KC really tried to end the game right here. What an incredible exhaust from Canna onto D-Ray, seen as he took the Pyke ult as well. Going for those executes, they'll take the extra kills and then they'll back off. KC, very ballsy.
Yeah, there were some weird things that happened here. Canna also giving that shutdown over to BA is actually probably best case scenario.
And yeah, was like, he can't reach me to Zhao.
Huh, all right, well, we're on to the Baron. Immediately out of a replay into something else here, and let's see whether KT can do this one clean. As Busio has that shield, but the Edge of Night is now taken. Hijack going to pick up that death from below once again. As Team Secret, I think kind of have them where they want them for now.
I think Casey can just reset this and look at mid. Look at mid. Like, Casey can just walk down mid right now, bro. Defend these super creeps. No? Okay. Doesn't do nothing.
Pressure on the map, and then potentially you can
Any team was very out of position and they could have just pushed down mid, force them to defend, take a long way around, and then go back to Nash.
So even if something goes wrong in this game, you always have that Hextech Soul to fall back on. Not gonna be the case for the time being. Yike's gonna take the third one, which is gonna put them on Soul Point.
Why do you keep stealing Pyke ult? Isn't it awful?
Kind of foregone for a few moments there.
What ult do you want them to steal this game?
Like Team Secret, not going to be able to get enough.
You want them to go invis with Vayne ult?
Here towards the top side, just trying to get.
You want them to take Mel ult when he can't stack passive?
Using that ultimate because it was wearing off, and now looking for a
Wukong ult doesn't do any damage. And the whole point of Wukong ult, like a big part of the power, is the fact that your clone also spins.
To get to safety.
Also threatening right
Pyke ult is the best ult that you can take here.
Is very deadly if they manage to catch up onto Sylas. This Sylas has a broken Seeker, so
the whole point, like, you pick Sylas, take the Pyke ult, and you get filthy rich.
Shows up, and he's nowhere near finishing that Hourglass as well, as he just came from base, and there was no extra item purchased for the Sylas. So a pretty dire situation right here for D-Ray, which is also kind of funny, because if you spell his name,
yeah.
Best ult for Sylas is Malphite? No.
Sometimes the best puns are the ones that...
You've never experienced Sylas with Swain ult.
But that's 4 items done for Eddie. I mean, the Caitlyn has reached that point. I mean, I said 35 minutes, but
Sylas with Swain ult is by far the best in the game.
And he's also got that cheeky little vampiric scepter there as
well.
That
shit is crazy.
I feel like maybe too little, too late here for the Caitlyn.
Shivan ult is also up there, yeah.
For Yike, and that's exactly what they needed to sort of play a bit more aggressive. Talking about playing aggressive, Busio.
Yeah, Hizto is going to go very aggressive as the Crescent Guard does go
That's
down.
Game,
Pun
ladies
is
and
just
gentlemen.
being thrown around like a ragdoll as Dire gets himself in there. Canna running amok, going ballistic with so much damage here
Canna can just
on the Vayne.
Chase to the end of time here.
A couple more as death from below. Busio says that's enough of
nice
that.
combo there.
Let's finish this off and keep our dreams alive here at EWC
KC.
and send
Do they play
Team
Sentinels
Secret
tomorrow?
home.
Eddie and Pierre the only ones left to defend, and it is not going to be enough. France lives another day in EWC.
KC will be able to take down this final Nexus, and they will be able to do it. Team Secret made him work for it, but in the end, it's KC.
What a draft, bro. Who chose to pick this Udyr? Who wanted to go through this humiliation ritual?